Hello everyone, welcome to a PBAL Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. So, big news, we got a capture card. Bigger news, we got a Wi-Fi league. Sad news, we took over a team and it's 0-4. That's never stopped me. So, real quick rundown. We joined the PBL. We made a bunch of changes to our team, so I'll do like a team builder for the first week that we're caught up, because this is just an old team that I had to use for 1 week. So we are going against Ruppy of the Colombus Swoobats. His team is Ursaluna Bloodmoon, Zapdos, Volcanion, Goodra Hisui, Cresselia, Galar Weezing, Teal Mask Ogerpon, I think it's the grass or water one, Garganackle, Cryogonal, Low Kicks. Our team, as you can see, is Hisui and Sneasel, Baxcalibur, Iron Hands, Bronzong, Galar Slowking, and Hisui and Samurott. Now, full transparency, I recorded this live, but I fucked it up. I recorded in the Elgato window, not the OBS window, like an idiot. That's okay. First time, we're learning these things. Now, that just meant there's no audio. So the video I have is live, like full length. Just going to be talking over it. I'll speed up as I need to, but we're actually going to cut the volume on this as well. Okay. So, quick team builder for me. What I brought, a little more in-depth. I brought the Baxcalibur is Swords Dance, Icicle Spear, Scale Shot, and Brick Break. Adamant, 252 attack, 220 speed, which I believe was to outspeed like Volcanion. We have Galar Slowking with Calm Mind, Slack Off, Stored Power, Imprison to deal with Cresselia. That might be Calm Mind, Stored Power as well. We have Hisui and Sneasel with Swords Dance, Substitute, Close Combat, and Gunk Shot. We have the Bronzong with the... anyway, Sneasel. I fully expect him to be Terra Steel on the Cresselia to dodge like a potential Toxic from Slowking. Sneasel kind of gives his team the business once he does Terra. We have Akaberry Bronzong for the Volcanion with the Body Press, the Stealth Rocks, the Iron Defense, and the Psychic. And then last, we have Assault Vest, Hisui, and Samurott with Ceaseless Edge, Knockoff, Hydro Pump, and Flip Turn. So, you don't really need to see this, so I just went over the team. Okay, so while this counts down and we mess around, he brought the Ursaluna Bloodmoon, the Weezing, the Garganackle, the Low Kicks, the Cresselia, and the Hisui and Goodra. I'm gonna lead with Hisui and Samurott just to get a Ceaseless Edge off, see what he wants to do, see where he's at, get a spike up, force him to potentially remove with Weezing, although I don't think he's going to be able to fit the defog on the Weezing, but we shall see. So, this I just go off. I tried to record a makeshift team builder because I didn't know how competitions worked at all. So, you know, that's definitely a thing. How do I get rid of this? There we go. No. Oh, hold on. Make big. How do I make this go? I don't know. Maybe I just leave the cursor there? Oh well. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So, he's going to lead off with the Weezing. I am going to switch out into Bronzong, I think. Boy, this is really weird, having to talk over this. That's alright. Next week, you'll get a live comm. You'll get your live comm. You'll be happy. I didn't want to take a strange steam here, so I think I'm gonna go out into Bronzong. I was trying to check if he had, if I could see if he had the neutralizing gas or if he had the levitate, but I couldn't actually see. Is there a way I can play this? Oh, I can. Just a little faster. Maybe not 1.5, but yeah, 1.5 is fine. I'll just pause it when I need to. So, we're going to go out to the Bronzong, see what he wants to do, whether it be Will-O-Wisp or Strange Steam, and he goes for the Strange Steam, so we're going to take just about nothing. Then, just to scout for the Flamethrower, I'm going to switch into my Iron Hands or Slow King, I believe. No, I lied. I'm going to click Stealth Procs because I don't care what he has. I have the Akaberry. So, we're looking. We're doing a little scouting. We're going to click our rocks. One way or the other. As he, I believe, switches out into the Goodra. Yeah. So, the Shelter, the Goodra. So, he probably doesn't have Flamethrower on the Weezing. He probably has Fire Move on the Goodra. And Hisuian Goodra looks so incredibly sad. I don't like that. I don't like it. Where's my happy Goodra? Dripping and having a good time. This Goodra looks sad. For no reason. He's got a cool little snail shell. This Goodra can't really do anything to my Iron Hands. I'm going to just switch out and be able to threaten it with a fighting attack. So we're going to go ahead into the Iron Hands. He's going to go for the Flamethrower. We're Assault Vested. That's going to do just about nothing. And here, I know he's probably going to switch out, whether it be into the Weezing, the Cresselia, whatever have you. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click a Volt Switch. Not much to think of here. And he is going to switch out. So we got that call right. He's going to switch out into Tycoon, which I believe was the Weezing. So he's going to go back out into the Weezing. We're going to get rocks. We're going to get our rocks off. We're going to go for a Volt Switch, do a little chip. We're going to go on to Sneasel. Depending on what he goes for, we can get up a sub. Also, if he tries a Will-O-Wisp, if he's packing that, we'll dodge that. If he goes for anything else, we'll dodge it. The only way he can break this is if he goes straight for a Strange Steam, which I just didn't know if he was going to do or not. So we'll go ahead and we'll sub up. Worst case, if he does, we'll play from there. We'll switch out. We'll do what we need to do. But he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, so we are safely behind our sub. I know he can break it, so I don't want to set up, so I'm just going to go ahead for a Gunk Shot to get like 30-35% off on this Bronzong. And we just hope we don't miss here. I think I'm running calcs right now, just seeing how bulky this Weezing is, because I'm still pretty out of touch, still learning a lot of things. Very excited to be on Wi-Fi, though. Going to be making a lot of nonsense content. Just having fun. You know, whatever happens. You know, just having a good time. I enjoy uploading. Whether it gets no views or whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're going to do like 35%. He's going to break it, and we are going to be a little scared. So we're going to switch. Believe we're going to go into the Samurott. I'm wrong, aren't I? Yes. So we go out and do the Slow King. Slow King comes in. He goes for the Strange Steam. And now at this point, I'm pretty sure I was thinking about, what was it? Maybe, yeah, so he has a Dark type, and I try to double and get the prediction right as he goes into the low kicks. But he actually goes for the Defog, so he did pack the Defog, which was slightly unfortunate. So he's going to get rid of our rocks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click Volt Switch, I believe. Because we are faster than this thing, so we'll Volt Switch first. And I was expecting the Strange Steam, so I went out into my Samurott. I'm Assault Vested. Here's my thought process. He's very low health. I'm Assault Vested. I can take a couple of Strange Steams. It's a 3-hit KO. It's not really going to bother me too much. And I'm just going to Ceaseless Edge a couple times and try to get up some spikes. And hopefully kill him as he Strange Steams, and then kill him with the next one. We're going to dodge a Will-O-Wisp. I mean, we're not very physically invested, so it doesn't really matter. You know, I mean, my main attack's Hydro Pump, knock off an edge, or just for like utility purposes. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get up a layer of spikes with our Ceaseless Edge. He is going to live, and he goes for another Will-O-Wisp. We dodge again. Samurott's out here nimbly dodging. Again, I mean, take it for what you will. It doesn't really matter that much. We're going to Ceaseless Edge once more. We're going to kill this Weezing, and we're going to go up 6-5 with 2 layers of spikes, and his hazard removal is now gone. Finito, goodbye. He is, I believe we're going to go out into the low kicks, and low kicks is a slight issue for me. I don't really have anything that can take 2 hits very well. It's going to do big damage to something. So we are going to see the low kicks come in. We're going to go out into our Hariyama, I believe. You know, we resist, even though he's tinted lens. We've got a high HP pool, so we're gonna hope that we can hang on, because first impression definitely kills Samurai. I don't really want to take that damage on anything else, because I'll just die after. I thought about Sneasler, but again, I mean, tinted lens, Sneasel's not very bulky. It was going to hit pretty hard either way, so we are going to go out into our Hariyama. Sorry, I keep calling it Hariyama. He's different now. He's from the future. That's Iron Hands. We see he's Life Orb, so first impression doesn't get him out. I know I live anything after this, so I am going to just go ahead and I believe click Close Combat. Just click it. Just click it past me. Just click Close Combat. What are we thinking? What are we thinking about? Okay. Fantastic. So he goes for the knockoff. We live on 16, and we are going to take out the low kicks, which means stored power slow kick is free to do its job. He no longer has a dark type. The rest of his team is all special attackers. So if we can get slow king in on like Cresselia and get a couple calm minds off, we can take over the game with the slow king relatively easily from this point out. So we're communicating for a little while. I began to think I was going to DC, but he does go into the Cresselia. We're going to Volt Switch. Worst case, if he killed me, he killed me, but he's probably just going to Calm Mind, as that's exactly what he does. And we're going to Volt Switch out. We're going to go right into the Slow King. And we are going to click, I got a little surprise mouse tool for him. We're going to click Imprison. And what Imprison does, if you guys are not familiar, is Imprison locks. Any move that we share is now locked for as long as he stays in. So, because we share Calm Mind and potentially Stored Power, he can no longer click that. And if his two attacks are Calm Mind, or sorry, Moonblast and Stored Power, he really can't touch us at all at this point. So, he's now locked out of Calm Minds. I can Calm Mind freely as I would like. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go ahead and get off Calm Mind. I'm just doing a little extra thinking, you know. Past me was just doing a little extra thinking. But yeah, side note, like, I am very excited to be back in the draft leagues. Looking forward to it. He's going to Moonblast. It's going to do nothing. We're going to Calm Mind. It's going to do really nothing next turn. And we're going to start boosting, getting our base power of Stored Power up, as well as raise our special attack and defense. I'm going to go ahead and click it again. I've got nothing to think about at this point. He can go out into Ursaluna. At this point, it doesn't even matter. He is going to switch out and go into Exorcist the Garganackle. At this point, all I thought he was going to do is maybe like Salt Cure me or like Earthquake, but even then, I was okay. At +3 is when I killed this, so I do have to go for one more. So I'm going to do that next turn. But yeah, so next week I'll have like a layout. I'll have potentially face cam, you know, big news, but I'll probably go ahead and cop myself a little webcam of the sorts. Potentially a better mic too. I don't know. This one doesn't sound too bad though. It sounds pretty clear. I enjoy it. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna click the Calm Mind. We're now at +3, and we one-shot everything on his team minus, well, the things that can hurt me. We one-shot the what is it called? The Ursaluna, the bear. As well as a +3 special defense. He does like next to nothing to me with an Earth Power. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna click our Stored Power, and we're gonna take out this Garganackle. I think it's 6'4", 6'3" at this point. He's got the Ursaluna, he's got the Crest, and he's got the Guja left. He's gonna go out, spoilers, into the Ursaluna now, as you're gonna see in just a second. It's the Werebear. But he cannot touch us at all. As you're gonna see, I'm just gonna go ahead and click I'm going to go ahead and click my stored power. I'm just calcing, seeing what he does. Fun fact, I also learned about the move Blood Moon today. I do end up misclicking the Calm Mind. I was supposed to just, like, I didn't need to set up anymore. I just meant to click Sword Power, but I saw ping for Psychic and said that must be my move. Either way, he's not going to kill me next turn, so it really doesn't matter. We do have to slack off, though, just to get our HP back. But because we misclicked, we got crit just like we deserved. Filthy crit for the filthy misclick. Kind of does put us in a bad spot, but we should be okay. We have the Samurott still, and then after that, Excalibur is in a pretty good spot. As well as we have, Excalibur can threaten the Crest, as well as if it Terras, so can Sneasel. And then, I mean, obviously, depending on what moves it has, it might not be able to damage Bronzong at all. So, not ideal losing our Cresselia answer, but I did misclick, so the crit, honestly, kind of deserved. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click Hydro Pump on this Ursaluna, and we're going to hope to take it out. Ursaluna looks big, though. Thing's massive. We're just going to miss. He's going to go for Blood Moon, which is like Hyper Beam, except he can move next turn. He just can't use that again. At this point, I'm going to flip turn because I don't want to be in on the Cresselia. I decide I want Excalibur in because I can Swords Dance if he Calm Minds, and then once I'm +2, I can threaten him enough to where Sneasel can always pick up the KO after. I'm going to go ahead for a flip turn. We'll take it out. He reveals the Vacuum Wave, which I didn't know he got. Ursaluna is a really cool Pokemon, to be honest. But we're going to flip turn. We're going to kill it. And we are going to get on out of there. So at this point, it is 5-2. And we're going to bring out our Excalibur. Thought about it for a second, I guess. Oh, yeah, because I think if I went Sneasel, I was thinking, okay, he Terra Steels and I can hit him. But then if I went Sneasel, there was no reason for him to Terra Steel. He would just stay Psychic. But in the end, I do decide it is way safer to bring Excalibur in. Like I said, I can Swords Dance as he Calm Minds, and then at +2, even if he Terras, I have Brick Break, so I can hit that. If he stays Psychic, Icicle Spear will do plenty, and if he Terras and anything else, Icicle Spear will hit him just fine. So, we're going to go ahead and click Swords Dance. He's going to click a Calm Mind, and I'm going to go to +2. He's going to go to +1/+1. And I'm just going to go ahead and click an Icicle Spear no matter what he wants to do. I'm going to hit him decently hard. And then if he Terra Steels, obviously he resists, but I have the Brick Break for next turn, as well as Sneasel to kill it after if things end up not going my way. He is going to Terrastalize. But we're going to see that it's Fairy, not Steel. I guess maybe his thought process was to hit me a little harder, but we're going to get our Icicle Spear off. We're going to do a good amount. He's going to Moonblast us, and at +1 with the Fairy Stab, it's going to do a lot, but it's not going to do enough. We are going to click Icicle Spear once more, and we're going to take out the Cresselia. A couple little, yeah, there you go. Throw some ice at him. We get a crit. Big mattered, big mattered. At this point, he's down to the Gudra, Suian Gudra, and oh, that's it. That's all that's left. So he's gonna go into the Gudra. We're gonna click Brick Break. It does 93 min to a decently bulky Gudra. Again, the Gudra looks so sad. Why does it look like that? It's so sad. Brick Break's gonna take him out. We're gonna clean it up. It's going to be a 5-0 win. So, the road to the playoffs absolutely starts now. I gotta go get a better trainer card too. Mine looks bland. Yeah. So now we are 1-4. I think maybe -7. So we brought a bunch of differential back that game too. Very nice. Yeah. Road to the playoffs starts now. We gotta run this table. Next week I'll have layout, proper team builder. Yeah, all the good stuff. This is my first time ever recording with the Elgato, so didn't really... First time even doing a Wi-Fi battle in this game, didn't even know how it worked. So, learning as we go. Production only goes up from here. Quality of battles only goes up from here. I look forward to everyone seeing the next one, and until then, I will catch you guys later. Peace.